So when you see the wingsuit race and you see WWL, we're traveling in a straight line, and it may look simple to the normal eye.
Usually in every sport, when things looks very simple, then it's exactly opposite, it's quite complicated.
Taking something that is already pretty dangerous. Base jumping and flying wingsuits is fairly dangerous, and then you're adding a competitive edge to it.
It takes a lot to fly these wingsuits fast, and especially now with all the pilots, everybody is getting very, very good. So to win these races, you really have to be on top of your game. You really have to know what's going on and train accordingly.
Get a fast time with a field of the most amazing pilots in the world. There's a lot of science involved.
We're trying to go in a perfectly straight line, but that's only when you look at it from above. If you look at it from the side or from the point of view of the jumper, we're actually creating a perfect curve that needs to stay on a straight heading.
The first part is the exit. The exit is very important. When you jump off, you really want to get your suit flying as fast as possible.
Exit for sure is always important. Maybe not so much on a long race as this. We can afford to burn a little bit of time to gain momentum to transfer this into speed.
The steeper you go, the faster you're probably going to go, but you're probably going to have to travel a little bit further distance. So somewhere along that line is just the right angle.
And you hug the wall, you build up a lot of speed, and then you use a slingshot. It's like a slingshot maneuver where you plane out, and as you plane out, you're building as much speed as you possibly can, and then you have to, as a pilot, have to make a decision what angle to fly at. So do you fly flatter, which will eventually slow you down, but it will get you to the destination faster because the glide ratio will be better? Or do you fly steeper and you fly further, but you also carry more speed?
Once you find that glide, you have to hold that glide without wavering. And then once you get to the finish line, you flare up and pull.
I try to fly my wingsuit the same way I fly my plane. I try to make it as flat as possible and have a lot of muscle memory.
We're trying to fix things and stay as smooth as possible all the time. So you're constantly changing depending on what variables you experience and what the steepness of the course is.
Here, small mistakes pays off right away. So you have to be quite talented and lucky as well to pull out 3 or 4 runs without mistake.
Yeah, when you look at wingsuit races, it's a game.
I try to focus really on my track without giving too much importance on my opponent, because this could be distraction.
What I have found in China, especially with the elimination that we had last year, it was game on. You could wage psychological warfare with everyone from when you arrived in China, and depending on how you interact with different people, you affect their moods.
I blind myself. In China, for example, there are a lot of photographers, a lot of people around, and when the countdown starts, nothing more exists.
I don't think anybody can close everything out. For sure, everybody feels pressure in a certain way. And there's also some sportsmanship and some psychological warfare, trying to act like maybe you don't feel the pressure, but everybody does.
Maybe I don't focus on myself too much and like to say a few things to other people to see if I'm going to spread a ripple in their pond, and if I see that there's a ripple, I throw bigger rocks.
Professional skydivers, those who are really jumping each day, are much more in a better position to perform well because they do that almost every day or 3 or 4 times in a week. So that's why it's hard to beat Julian Bull, hard to beat Noah Benson, hard to beat, but they are not invincible. It's a challenge for others, but it's in a way a big pressure for them as well. Let's see.